Dawand, just what have these first few games been like for you playing right tackle?
It's honestly just been a blessing, if I could say so. Just being able to get an opportunity to play for the Buckeyes every day and just step out there and play in the shoe and just represent everybody well. It's just an honor.
What are maybe the biggest things you've had to learn just going through these first few starts?
I'd just say just the tempo of it, more so. I mean, I'm already kind of a conditioned guy, just like because just playing from basketball and stuff like that. But I'll just say going tempo a lot and stuff like that. I mean, I get tired, but like it's nothing like I have to worry about and stuff like that. But that's like the only worry I would say that I have so far.
For you guys as an offensive line, just how do you feel like you guys have done for the first few games?
I think we did solid, honestly. Of course, we got some cracks, and we're trying to work on it every day. And that's y'all didn't get to see today, but I think we had a really nice practice and definitely helped us and pushed us in the right direction.
To see a guy like Travion have a game, 277 yards, how much pride does that give you guys to know that he was able to do that behind you guys?
I'd say it gives us a lot of momentum for sure. But I think we just need to keep going and keep building every week, no matter who it is, no matter who the opponent is. Just keep building and keep going on the opponent because it's going to show in the end.
Matthew Jones stepped in there and he started for you, or came in for Thayer Munford in that game. Like, what is it like for you to see him come in and play that well?
It's nice for Matt, just knowing him, like just being patient and always just staying the course. And never know with him. He's just gonna be thrown in there, right, left, center. It just don't matter. And I just love Matt. Of course, we got the same last name, but we're no relation. But he's always gonna step in there and do his job for sure for the Buckeyes.
How quiet is he?
Matt's pretty quiet. I mean, he go in there and you don't really hear much from him, but you definitely see him on the field and on the film. You'll see him a couple of times. You get a lot of like crackback blocks and on guards, but you'll see it on film and just be like, wow, like that's Matt. That's him speaking in his language.
And I understand he's quite the car expert.
I mean, just from what I've seen, he loves cars. Coach Stud calls it the motorboat out there, but it goes pretty fast. His little car out there, but he knows everything you can think of for cars. But that's all I know about Matt. That's all he knows is cars and tools.
And blocking.
Yeah, and blocking people.
Dawand, how have you seen Luke Whippler kind of settle in to the start of the center role, making the calls, kind of getting you guys put in there?
I just say I've seen him work all season. Honestly, it started in the spring. It starts with everybody in the spring. It started with me. It started with Luke. It started with Paris. It started with the whole line. So for him, like it was no surprise. Like he was in the room more than me, the line room. And so for him to do that, I mean, I'm just not surprised, honestly.
I don't think anyone expected him to start the opener on the road against pretty good Minnesota. How did you see him?
I mean, that's how we come from, just next man up. Honestly, just the program is we come from the O-line group. Y'all seen last year when we went down with numbers. I was the next man up. Luke was the next man up. Max Ray, everybody was the next man up. And we went and got it done in Michigan State against with our tools.
At all five positions, there's a new starter. People kind of underestimate the challenge of that, not just that you have to learn to tackle, but just gelling together.
That's a tough question, but I'd say honestly, just we have a deep bond. Honestly. So with us having that bond, it translates over to the field. And so with us off field having that bond and then having it on field, it really just helps us out because like me and Paris trust each other on D block that we're gonna get movement and he gonna trust me. I'm gonna make the out call. So for us to have that off field bond, it helps us more on field than anything, honestly.
How upset was he about that first match?
He was pretty upset. I just had to tell him to keep his composure because, like, of course, I had 2 false starts, and all I had to do was keep my composure. Y'all see, I didn't overreact. I was very surprised that they called that, but I just told him as a kind of an older guy, you just gotta keep your composure, just keep your head up, like go to the next play. Like that's all you gotta worry about.
What does Coach Stud say to you in the film room when he sees a play where you just completely take out and decide?
He really don't say much. He just put the green dot on there and just be like, good job. But I try to more so focus on like the bad stuff I did and more so stuff I need to work on, technique and stuff like that. But he gives us praise, but we try to focus more so on what we need to work on.
Travion had some success around the outside. What's it like when you're doing your job and then you see somebody just going the distance at the back corner blocks?
This is what we train for. This is what we come to practice for, honestly. Seeing him break through on my side, of course, and knowing I did my block and did my job. As we always put up before the game, do your job. And so me doing that, this is honestly a thrill.
Getting back to Matt Jones real quick, do you understand the value in having a friend who knows how to do cars and fix cars? Do you understand the value of that?
I think I do, but I don't own a car. So, but if I ever get into car trouble, I know who to call. Honestly, Matt Jones for sure.
You mentioned looking back at the things you've done wrong. What are the things that you look at and say, I need to still do this better?
I say just pass blocking. Sometimes I can get a little bit out of control and stuff like that. I think I can just be a little more vertical in my sets and just be more patient, honestly. But I think more so just technique and run game and stuff like that. But just honestly, I just preach technique and just pass, run. It really don't matter.
Are you completely comfortable now?
I'd say so. I wouldn't say. I always had worries before the game, but once I go against Tyreek, Javante, or Zach before the game, honestly, my worries go out the window.
You notice maybe a little more intensity from the defensive line this week because maybe not having the production that we're used to seeing from the last defensive line.
Nah, I'm totally not worried about the defensive line, but I think so. They've been getting off the ball a little bit faster and stuff like that. I know a couple guys banged up, but I know they've been definitely trying to get to the quarterback way more than they have been in these past couple of weeks. And I think they've been doing an outstanding job, and that's what helps us because iron sharpens iron, honestly.
Having a league where Coach Day has really called the game seemed to really emphasize the power rush this past week. How much did that help you guys kind of get that move back, get that
I would say this is perfect for us, honestly, with the way their defense is set up. We can just, I don't know, we can run the ball, we can pass the ball, it really don't matter. We got weapons all around.
Dawand, you seem to learn a lesson almost every time you're out there and stuff. I mean, what's the biggest lesson you've learned first two games as a full-time starter?
I don't know, can I cut that out?
Yeah, well, I guess, for example, there was a couple plays last week when you seemed to crush the entire defensive line. Then there was a blitz pickup where they ran a blitz at you and Master Teague, and both guys came free because there was a little bit of them. I mean, what did you learn from for that?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I say I just learn from it. We go to the sideline, go to the drawing boards, and just figure out what we did wrong. No need to panic because once you panic, just mean you lose everything. And honestly, I just take a deep breath, and it just helps my anxiety, and just know that I'm just okay. Like it's gonna be okay. Just go to the next play and make sure that everybody's okay, and just make sure everybody's on the same page because stuff like that happens. And if so, we just gotta get it back right. Excuse me.